masculine is supposed to be the leader. He's supposed to lead the family and guide them, right? How is anybody going to follow you if you don't even know where you're going? Like, that has been a huge question that I've had a lot, is when men are sitting here saying, that they want to be the leader, they want you to be submissive. Okay, well then you've got to be really clear about where we're going and how we're going to get there, because I'm willing to follow as long as I see what we're doing here. But I'm not just wandering in the dark for nobody. I'm not wandering in the dark for nobody. I have done too much myself. I've gotten myself too far on my own to let you take me off course because you don't know where you're going and you don't want to take the time to figure that out. So again, soapbox here. Sorry. Hello and welcome. This is your reading and this is the Awakened Jen. All right, so today we're going to be doing a twin flame check-in. I haven't done one in a few weeks, so I want to see kind of where we're at. We're going to pull a card from the Whispers of Love. We'll pull one card for the Divine Masculine and one card for the Feminine, just to see what they need most right now in love. And then we're going to do, it's going to be the relationship spread. It's a 9-card spread. It's pretty big. That is with the Lightseers Tarot. It's just going to give us a lot more information about the relationship. We're going to see, what's going on with the masculine, what's going on with the feminine, and just where things are at right now. And I have done a channeled message, although I am afraid it may be more of my soapbox than actual channeled message, but I still think that it's worth sharing. So I'm going to go ahead and share that before I even start shuffling, because I felt like it was kind of significant. This has been something that's been on my mind a lot, and as I sat just trying to figure out what do we need to talk about right now, and I just saw 111. This is what came up, just that we're seeking clarity about what this whole twin flame mission really is. So clarity about the mission. There has been a lot of confusion and misinformation about twin flames. Many are mistaking very toxic relationships as a twin flame and are subjecting themselves to abuse that they were never meant to endure. These relationships have a lot of emotions and triggers, overwhelming passion, but none of that should equal abuse. These twin flame relationships, are about unconditional love, and there may be times of separation as each twin works independently on themselves, healing past pains and trauma, but they won't intentionally cause pain to each other. They hold certain lines of respect, and the separation is typically understood as not a personal attack. When someone is purposefully putting you down, causing you mental, physical, spiritual, or even financial abuse, you have to walk away no matter the role that they are in your life. But we shouldn't romanticize these relationships. If that is your true twin flame, and only you will know that, and they are showing up in toxic and abusive ways, you are still better off staying in separation. You will not be able to maintain your own health and stability in a relationship with someone who sees no wrong in the harm that they cause you. It's much more likely that this is a karmic or a false twin that can be just as passionate and have all of the chemistry, but it lacks the unconditional love. And it destroys your life and brings down your vibration, which is the complete opposite of what the twin flame mission is about. Do not allow yourselves to be deceived. So, like I said, I felt like that was sort of, it's been something that's been on my mind a lot lately because I've seen a lot of talk about it. And even people comparing, very, very toxic relationships and calling it their twin flame. And I'm just not on board with that. That is not what the twin flame mission is. And we should not be romanticizing people staying in relationships where they are being abused and being harmed just because of this notion that it may be their twin. Even if it is your twin, You do not deserve to be treated like that. And, you know, you're not doing any benefit to that person by allowing them to stay in your life and treat you like that. So the only hope that you really have in that situation is you have to bring the separation in. And that separation will cause them pain. But if they truly do care about you, and I mean, this is truly, if they really are your twin, then that separation is going to cause them to think and start doing the work that they haven't been doing this whole time. So if that's where you're at, you know, there's no judgment in it. It's just knowing that, like, you can't keep doing this. You're not helping yourself and you're not helping anybody else in the process either. Toxic relationships, no matter what we want to call them, you know, just cannot be supported. They cannot be supported. And that is not what a true twin flame relationship is anyways. And so I feel like that the majority of the time, if that's the way they're showing up to you, that's not your true twin. They did possibly have a very big purpose in your life though, and that's probably why you do feel so connected to them, because karmics can have that same just really big, you know, pull to each other. Because you have stuff to work out, because there is a mission. They are still a soulmate of sorts. It's just there's a purpose that is not always fun to work out with them. All right, so I'm going to set some intentions while I am shuffling. All right, so the first intention is that anyone who comes across this message, there is something in here for you. I set the intention that anyone who needs to hear the messages that come out in this reading will find it at the time that they need it most. I set the intention that all the messages that come out will be for our highest good. Okay. I set the intention that I will be given very clear messages, be given all the right words, phrases, anything needed in order to communicate the message as clearly as possible so that it can be received as it was intended. All right. So if you are new to this channel, welcome. If not, welcome back. If you find value in this video, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe to this channel. You can hit the bell for notifications, and it will let you know every time I post a new video. And I post about 4 to 5 videos a week. I do zodiac readings monthly, but then I also do twin flame readings, ancestor message, angel messages, spiritual path guidance, and I also will do different oracle decks, just different oracles that I have. So you can hit that bell. It'll let you know every time I post a new video. And I would love to have you as part of my community. All right, so we're going to start with the whispers of love. Deep breath. All right, so what does the masculine need right now in love? What does the masculine need right now in love? All right, I'm going to make this easier. All right, deep breath. All right, so the masculine is going to be the top card and the feminine is going to be the bottom card. Okay. So for the masculine, we've got consider your foundation. And for the feminine, we have action speaks loudly. Okay. Now then, we're going to shuffle this just a couple more times just to set the intentions. So this is the twin flame. The first row will be the masculine. The second row will be the feminine. And then the third row will be the relationship. Twin flame, check in. What is going on with the twin flames right now? Okay. Deep breath. Okay, so bottom of the deck, we've got the King of Wands. So that is some passion. That's an entrepreneurial spirit. So that may be somebody working on a new venture. Nine of Wands is that final defense. And then the Nine of Cups, I like seeing both of that because that's coming to the end of the cycle, is the gift from God. So you're waiting for the gift that is coming in. All right, so the first line is the masculine. We've got in the past, the Queen of Cups. Present, the Emperor. Okay, that is the divine masculine card. So that's somebody standing in their power right now. And then in the future, we've got the Five of Cups. So that's feeling a little bit left out in the cold. All right. And then like that first one, that's the heart chakra opening. So that's a good space for the masculine. Where's the feminine? We've got in the past, the Three of Cups. So that's kind of building in the soul family. Present, we've got Temperance. That's bringing some balance in. It's a need for patience. Future, we've got the Seven of Wands. That is putting up good boundaries. For the relationship, we have the Queen of Swords in the past. So that's getting very clear about what you want and expressing it very clearly, because this is about communication as well. In the present, we've got the Page of Swords. So that's learning new things. In the future, we've got the Ten of Pentacles. I like that. For the potential outcome, we've got the Page of Pentacles. This is manifesting in a new opportunity. We've got the King of Pentacles. That is a very comfortable, abundant life. And the Five of Wands. This can be conflict, competition. It could be that you have to actually put some effort in. All right. So we're going to start with the oracles. $72. Look how committed you are to love. Love means committing without guarantees. In love, we give ourselves completely in the hope that it will be lasting. Love is an act of faith. Surround yourself with love and know that your life will be better for it. Strong relationships and love can come from friendship. For lasting love, support those you treasure and be a genuine friend. So your relationships are based on affection, common values, and shared respect. Take things slow. It is important not to rush. Release any fear that you have about love. If a person brings out the best in you and you in them, things are on the right track. A couple embraces as they look at a charming cottage. We see the couple from the back, and this indicates that you may not have the full picture. However, there is no need to push or control what is unfolding. The candles in the tree branches bring light and positive blessings to you. So what I'm getting out of that, just right away, and especially when I think about this card coming out, the Patience card, is like making sure that you're building the right foundation. We're not rushing this process. So if it feels like things are moving slow right now, that's good. That is okay, because I know just talking about the toxic relationships, typically in these toxic relationships, they move very quickly in the beginning. They just right out the gate, they are just, I love you, and you don't even know these people, and you're already, putting so much on the line right out of the gate. So this is actually taking, things much slower and getting to know each other, seeing what visions you have for the future, seeing if they line up. Because how bad is it to rush into that relationship and you're in it when you realize we're working towards two completely different goals. Like, I want this kind of life. This is how I see my future. This is what I want for my future. And they're working towards something completely different, that there's no way that those two visions are ever going to match up. Like I have one friend that I remember seeing the vision board between him and his wife, and I knew they were not going to last, because it was like, how in the world do you have, like, you want this huge house and these trips and these vacations and all of this, and she's really looking for something much more quaint. She wants the family time, she wants the Sunday dinner, she wants, and there's nothing wrong with either one of those, visions. It's just they are very different. They don't work together. One of you has to give up something really important to you in order for those two people to be together. And if that's what's important to you, is being with the person, then that's okay. Then you're willing to make the sacrifices, right? But if the life that you're actually trying to build is the important thing, then you've got to find somebody that matches the life. So that's why, like, I'm just, take the time to really figure out what this is that you're wanting to build. Know very, very clearly what life you are trying to build. And especially, this is the masculine card. The masculine is supposed to be the leader. He's supposed to lead the family and guide them, right? How is anybody going to follow you if you don't even know where you're going? Like, that has been a huge question that I've had a lot, is when men are sitting here saying, that they want to be the leader, they want you to be submissive. Okay, well, then you've got to be really clear about where we're going and how we're going to get there, because I'm willing to follow as long as I see what we're doing here. But I'm not just wandering in the dark for nobody. I'm not wandering in the dark for nobody. I have done too much myself. I've gotten myself too far on my own to let you take me off course because you don't know where you're going and you don't want to take the time to figure that out. So again, soapbox here. Sorry. But I mean, it's needed. I think that, it's needed. I think men do need to start getting more clear about, because I do feel like more women are willing to follow. Most of us don't want to have to do this role. I don't. But again, there's a huge fear, and a woman has to feel like there's stability and safety in order to follow that path, to follow, this, to submit. Okay. So for the feminine, we've got actions speak loudly. So let's see where we're going with that one. Okay. Express your love through actions. Sometimes saying you love somebody is not enough. It is time to show someone how you feel. Put someone's needs before your own. This card is asking you to do something to show your love. Presenting your love without words does not need to be complex. Doing the simplest of things can make a huge change in someone's life. Allow your acts and considerations to convey your feelings to your partner. Do something for someone that they don't enjoy doing themselves. Turn up with items that they need or like, such as a flower, a favorite candy, or dry cleaning. Your loved ones are constantly sharing their likes and pleasures. Find ways to surprise them. It is so easy to show that you care. A falcon carries a maiden in its back. The daisies adorning her body imply new beginnings, optimism, or rekindling. The falcon is a signal to focus your attention or energy on what you value. The deep blue of the sky emphasizes the positive power of communication and the security that can be fostered in a relationship. So, that is making sure that your actions are lining up with what you are saying. I do, like, I say this all the time. It drives me nuts when somebody's actions don't line up, like, with what they're saying. Because I'm going to believe you. I'm going to keep trying to believe you. But how do I believe you when everything you're showing me says completely different from the words that are coming out of your mouth? It's the thing that drives me the most crazy. And love is an action. It's something that you do. And one of the ways that I like to really show what love is, how you can really compare if you're showing up with love or if somebody is loving you, is by using the verses in the Bible. And I'm going to go ahead and see if I can pull that. Let's see. Love is. Wait. Love is patient. Okay, and so this is from the Bible. It is 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verses 4 through 8. And so I know that we've all had to have heard this before. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. So something I learned a long time ago that I just love sharing this with people now because it's still just powerful, is that you can trade your name in this verse with love, and it will tell you whether or not you are showing up in a loving way. So, just for example, Jennifer is patient. Is that true? On more times than not, would most people say that that is true? Jennifer is kind. Jennifer does not envy. Jennifer does not boast. Jennifer is not proud. Jennifer does not dishonor others. Jennifer is not self-seeking. Jennifer is not easily angered. Jennifer keeps no record of wrongs. This one gets me sometimes, but I feel like that it's really saying that you are forgiving. Are you forgiving? Because of course, when people do things, it's actually not very smart to forget it. That's how you can end up in some really messed up situations. So you need to be mindful when people have been abusive to your kindness. You don't need to just forget that that happened. But you don't have to hold it over people. You can forgive people and allow that they could have made a mistake. But when it's happening multiple times, that's not a mistake. So don't let people confuse you on that. That one gets me. Jennifer does not delight in evil. Jennifer rejoices with the truth. Jennifer always protects. Jennifer always trusts. Jennifer always hopes. Jennifer always perseveres. So, 2. If you are worried about how you are showing up in a situation, if you don't know if you are being loving or not, this will help you. This will help you. And then if you're in a situation with somebody else, put their name in that place. Put their name in that place. And then just, are they patient? Are they kind? The majority of the time. Are they all of these things that love is? And if you can't say that, they are not showing up loving to you, or you are not showing up loving. Because this is your roadmap. This is your guide of how you can do it. All right. So let's keep going. So again, the first line here is the masculine. So we've got him, the heart chakra opening. I'm going to read, not the whole thing, just a little part. Extremely intuitive, a highly attuned emotional intelligence, love and compassion, sensitivity, strength, empathy, leading with your heart, healing. My intuitive heart openly expresses deep love. So, this is just kind of waking up to realizing what all you've been missing. And so now then, we've got you standing fully in your power as the divine masculine. So that is the divine masculine, authority, power, a natural leader, structure, strategic and analytical thinking, taking action, promotion. I lead the circumstances in my world with confidence, harmony, and generosity. The Emperor's message is one of ambitions met and success found. Often seen as the card of the divine masculine, the Emperor brings forth a desire to build a better world, one brick at a time. Use your mind as well as your heart and rise to power as you lead your own evolution. While becoming your own emperor means infinite possibility for your success, it also means addressing any issues you harbor around authority, control, and willpower. You may need to work your magic within the confines of establishment, but remember that the organizing principles of society are fluid over time. Remain flexible and keenly aware of your own energetic boundaries and motives. Find opportunities to be of service to others as you build your empire. Step into this fiery energy of success and rise. Embody confident, compassionate leadership and exercise sovereignty over your own reality. The world is yours. Okay. And so we're moving, though, to the Five of Pentacles, which is, like I said, feeling left out in the cold. But the one part about this is that the key that she's looking for is literally right behind her. There's nothing being withheld here. You know, it's just as soon as she's ready to get out of this mental space that she's put herself in, she can open that door. So the Five of Cups is... No. The Five of Pentacles is financial or health difficulties, feeling left out or ostracized, worrying about your security, a chance to clear energy blockages. Doors that activate magical opportunities are always opening for me. Okay, so I'm going to pull just some clarification about why is the masculine, like, you're sitting so powerful now. What's got you in that space? So give me some clarification for that. Okay. Okay. So we've got the Four of Cups is just feeling a little bit bored, but not seeing the offer that is being given. Then we've got the Tower. So life is just kind of unsteady. There's a lot happening, a lot of changes happening really quickly. We've got Judgment. I'm going to read this one. But this is about really discovering who you are. And then the Two of Pentacles is bringing the balance between the spiritual and material worlds. And maybe that's the part, is that you feel like you're struggling really hard right now to bring that balance in. But I am going to read this one. That is the Judgment. Self-realization and understanding, spiritual awakening, redemption, knowing your motives and your heart to be true, total transparency, a glorious unveiling of spirit. Hello, Essence. I invite you to show up every day. I invite my soul to shine unapologetically. You have judged others and have been judged yourself, and you are awakening to the understanding that the only approval that really matters is your own. Are you doing your best with others and with yourself? It's time to shed any negative facades, drop the mask behind the mask. It may feel risky, yet this profound act of self-acceptance will unleash your absolute essence. You are a light, shadow, matter, and consciousness, and you are a miracle. Why then do you keep your true nature hidden away from the world? There is no way to really understand your full potential until you are open and honest with your own heart, without judgment. To expand and evolve requires this colossal forgiveness of the self. Forgive your beautiful soul, accept your beautiful heart. As you do, you consciously answer the call of your highest self, and the vastness of your horizon will make itself available to you. So I feel like you are struggling with the call. Like, it is such a leap, and it's just such a different way of being in this world. And it's the one thing is that you don't get to go back. Once you take those steps, and you've already started. This started the steps for you. So for the feminine, we've got the Three of Cups. So this was a soul family. This was connections, friendships, abundance, cooperation, community, closeness with siblings, joy, communication, celebration, soul contracts. I connect with this sacred siblinghood and into this expansive experience of witnessing through time. So building their new, I feel like part of this is just having disconnected from this relationship enough to start finding out who they are and what, just outside of the relationship. Because a lot of times the feminine will be the one that is just so absorbed in all of this. She wants it so badly. And that's part of, the issue that causes, the continued push-pull. That once she disconnects, one, that gives space for the masculine to be able to really do that self-reflection. And sometimes that disconnection is felt enough that it causes them to go within. So that's part of what I was talking about earlier, that if you are in a toxic relationship, if you really believe that you are with your twin and they are toxic, that when you remove yourself from that toxicity, that will set off in them that need to know that, there's things that need to change in my life. There's shifts that need to happen. And so that's kind of what I think this card is representing, is that it was detaching from the relationship to see what else, the rest, to what other parts of the world, are meant for her. And so we've got the Temperance now. I'm going to go ahead and read that one. That is 14. Okay. Alchemy, blending energies, harmony, moderation, masculine and feminine balance, duality and amalgamation, the fluidity of time, meditation, the perpetual motion of life, neutrality, restraint, patience, purpose. I walk the middle path and I nourish my spiritual wholeness. Temperance is the alchemist of life, and it calls you to create your powerful blending using moderation and patience as ingredients. Where are you focusing your precious energy right now? Maybe you've been overdoing it in your social life, or binging on television, drinks, or food, or overspending. Focusing on a relationship that is depleting more energy than is replenishing. Being wholly materialistic versus wholly spiritual. We live in a world of extreme passions and heated hustle, so slowing down the desires for the excess in any one area of your life may be harder than you think. Don't do drastic right now. Stay away from all or nothing choices. Clearing your energy of extremes will foster a dynamic, nourishing flow that is aligned with your perfect alchemical purpose. Seek equilibrium and be mindful of your resources while fusing all the elements to achieve a beautiful balance. All right, so it's just becoming more balanced. And I feel like, again, part of the balance that has to happen before true union can be experienced is the feminine has to bring balance to this relationship, to her obsession over this relationship, to her own life, that she has other aspects of her life than just this relationship. That's important. You can't really, go out and help others if all you're focused on is on one individual. And so we're moving to the Seven of Wands. That is about, putting your boundaries up, having good protection. Challenge, grounding, and protecting yourself. Movement and growth. Creative innovation. Remaining ahead. Feeling vulnerable. A sign to continue to share your ideas. Self-expression. I am deserving of this success and will bravely shine my light into the world. Okay. And so, I mean, I know, like I said, a lot of times in these relationships, the feminine has no boundaries at all. And so it's important for her to make sure that she's keeping that, like, we're not just allowing anything here. You know, we are requiring you have to meet certain standards. We have standards now. And that's important. We're not going to let those go. We've worked too hard to get here. So for the relationship, we've got, in the past, we've got the Queen of Swords. Like I said, that was really getting very, very clear about what it is that you want. A thought leader, unbiased decision-making, an excellent communicator, wise and logical counsel, integrity and honesty, being perceptive, intelligence, being direct, seeking truth. I speak with wisdom and clarity, and it's, you have to speak. It is getting it, clearing the air. The Page of Swords is where we're at right now. So there's just a lot of learning. It's restless energy, curiosity, a thirst for information, learning new things, an apprentice or student, intellectual pursuits, ideas and reasoning, a messenger. I learn and expand my consciousness, and I open up new opportunities for my life. Curious and intelligent, this page has a thirst for knowledge that seems unquenchable. She's an incredibly quick-witted communicator, and she's often compelled to share her many ideas or messages with others. At times, she's so talkative that it becomes too much for others to process, and her intense energy can come across as unsettled or even nervous. She suggests using an air of inventiveness in your current pursuit. Your goals will be met by walking a path of honest discovery, especially where others are concerned. Keep the light bulbs of curiosity turned on and cultivate a beginner's mindset as you strive to learn new things. Avoid falling into gossip or even arrogance with your communication. In shadow, this page can be all talk and no action. And remember, the card that came out for the feminine was about making sure that your actions are matching up. Let's see. Remember that everyone who crosses your path has something specific to teach you, and that mirrors are all around. Remain open to the unexpected lessons. Share truthfully and delight in every interaction. Okay? And so we are moving to the Ten of Pentacles. That is the complete abundance. That is the abundance. So, spiritual material abundance, community, generosity, wealth, and prosperity. Building a legacy. Oh, baby, this is the big one. All the love, abundance, and joy that you can muster in your heart. It's coming your way, and it's coming fast. It's time to prepare for its inevitable arrival and to commit to your long-term success. This energy is so big, in fact, that you should be prepared to spread some of it around generously. Bring an abundance of positive energy into your life and watch everything shift. Expect the arrival of success, happiness, and an upbeat and loving community as avenues widen and the right connections click into place. Remember that perceptions change. You are one small move away from seeing the bigger picture and from unearthing a legacy of pentacles that is already yours. You deserve this success and love. Taste the pleasures of life and embody a state of consciousness that says, yes, I am worthy of all of this success. I am successful and I share my wealth with those that I love. So success is coming. I want to see what can we do right now that's going to help to bring in this success. What can we do right now? Okay. So we've got the Five of Swords. That's getting out of your head. It's feeling like something unfair. It's just that wasn't fair. Get out of your head. reframe the stories that you've been telling yourself. We've got the star is that wish going out and knowing that it's going to be granted. This is about wishes being granted. And then the Eight of Pentacles is doing the work. It's really digging in to become a master at something. The potential outcome that we have, we've got the Page of Pentacles. This is the new opportunity that you're bringing in. The King of Pentacles, that is that abundant life, that comfortable life. And then the Five of Wands is like I said, it might mean you have to work for it. You have to work, which is part of this too. Let me look at that card. Five of Wands. Well, let me just ask, why is that card there? Why is that card there? Okay, so we've got the Eight of Swords, which this is the stories that you tell yourself. This is the self-imposed prison. So I think that there's some stories still that, you're going to have to overcome. The Hierophant is something very traditional. And so I don't think that this is meant to be something traditional. And maybe that's part of the struggle that you're going to have with it is, breaking free from what society thinks that you're supposed to be doing versus what you know that you're supposed to be doing. And then the Four of Pentacles is, it can be a little bit greedy. So there may be just a little bit of struggle with how the finances are supposed to work out, which is a big struggle, if it's not done correctly. All right. Let me see if there's any of the clarifying questions that I want to ask. We'll use the Barbara Moore Gilded Tarot and just ask a few clarifying questions. I'm not going to do an extended for this one, but I do want just a little bit more information. So what do you have to look forward to in this situation? What do we have to look forward to? Okay. So we've got the World that is closing out a cycle. The Hangman is the opportunity to see things from a new perspective. The Page of Swords is learning that new thing. It's, just really digging in to learn the new things. And the Three of Pentacles is the opportunity to work together with someone else, to collaborate and pull each of your strengths together to create something very beautiful. Okay. What does this situation look like in 6 months? In which, knowing that every day we make, different choices that will bring, us to different possibilities. But on the current path in 6 months, where we are headed, well, we've got the Eight of Swords, which is removing yourself from the self-imposed prison, seeing things for how they really are. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, means that this is fate. This is finally, karma is being balanced. And then the Sun is joy and expansion. So I see in 6 months' time, this has really, really moved to a much better position. Like I said, joy and expansion. Okay. What can you do to stay positive at this time? So we've got the Moon, which is facing your fears, really going in and doing the shadow work. The Hangman is to look at things from a different perspective. So the things that you have, labeled from your past as, this is what this meant. It's time to look at it from a different perspective and see if possibly there might have been some other answers that you just weren't aware of at that time. And then The death card is about transformation. It's letting one thing end so that you can start the next phase of your life. So, what is in your highest good at this time? Got the Six of Cups. That is the nostalgia, bringing something back from the past. The Star is that wish going out, and then remaining strong. I'm going to read that card, actually, the Strength card. Okay. A woman with a great sense of purpose walks side by side with a lion. There's a chain wrapped loosely around the lion's neck and held just as loosely in the woman's hand. The lion is the woman's animal instincts. These instincts neither lead her nor they dragged her along behind. They are there, a reserve of strength, power, and courage for whenever she should have need for them. The message of strength reminds you that you have more strength, power, and courage than you realize. Learn to live easily with these gifts and use them when appropriate. Be aware of two extremes. Don't let your strength or baser desires control you. Conversely, do not deny your own power. So, stepping into your power, holding your power, maintaining your power. All right. Is there anything else that you need to know about this situation? Anything else that we need to know? Okay. So we've got the High Priestess, which means that you're going to have to use your intuition to know what things you need to be walking away from, the things that do not serve you anymore, and which opportunities you do need to be taking, because this is the Ace of Cups, which is a new romantic beginning. I will read that card. Ace of Cups. Okay. Idealism, romance, the Holy Grail. This is the gift of the universe, provides depth and feeling to our lives. Here the gift is purity of emotion, a spiritual love that is meant to guide us. If we set our eye upon spirituality, we can more easily see our way through the tumultuous experience of the wide range of human emotions. Just as the moon remains the same but appears differently depending on the focus of the sun, so our experiences of emotions varies according to how we choose to see them. Like the energy of the magician, the gift of the Grail is meant to guide us, but it can, like the manipulative side of the magician, lead us down some rocky roads. You are being drawn along by a feeling. Your emotions are engaged and you feel more alive than usual. It may be the beginning of a romance, a spiritual epiphany, or a desire to express yourself artistically. Whatever it is, you are at the start of an exciting adventure. Be aware of running from this experience. Do not fear, discount, or avoid the intensity of your feelings. Although it may feel uncomfortable at first, learn to identify and express your emotions. All right, and using your emotions as, part of your guide, as part of the intuition. Your emotions are giving you, information just like your intuition is giving you. But not letting them control you into doing things that are going to take you off path. All right, so I'm going to stop there. Like I said, I'm not going to do an extended on this one. I do offer personal readings, and there's a link for that down in the description box. So I do a 30-minute reading or a 60-minute reading. And so this is closer to what a 60-minute reading would look like. So if you're doing a relationship reading, I would pull this same relationship spread. Or if we're doing just a career or a general, then I would do a Celtic cross for you. And Then for the 30-minute readings, I do the 3-card spreads. It's much like what I do on most of my other videos. It starts off with a base of 3 cards, but I usually go in and start clarifying more to get more a broader picture of the story, and then I ask the clarifying questions at the end for guidance. So if that's something that you're interested in, because these readings are for a collective, so that means that not everything in this is going to resonate with you, and that's okay, because it's not meant, just it's meant for a lot of people. But I'm positive that there's usually something in here that will capture your attention, that is meant for you, and you'll know when those things are resonating with you because it causes you to lean in. So if you're wanting an actual personal reading, though, about your actual relationship or your situation, then we can do that by, like I said, the link below, and you would get a video message much like this, but it's just for you. All right. So I don't think I have anything else to add to this. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you for going with me. And if you have not already, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to this channel. If you found value in this video, please like, comment, share. That helps more people to be able to see this message and helps me to be able to, just keep reaching more people. So I would appreciate it. All right. You guys have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you later. Bye.